where it's all getting stuck. It's the block, so we're just going to sit on that. It'd be nice if you could just get a big snowplow and just move all the cars away. But
be brilliant.
It'd be brilliant, yeah. That's what we're doing essentially with the adhesions. It was funny.
Hey guys, Darcy and Jace here.
Hello.
Today we're focusing on Jason's hamstring. He's been getting some reoccurring calf pain. I'm going to show you how the hamstrings are interrelated to the calf and that posterior chain, and just see if we can get some better results of how his calf starts to perform and that feedback system by treating his hamstring. So he's had 3 treatments or 4 treatments over the last 3 or 4 weeks on the calf. Is that right, Jace?
Yeah, about that. Yeah,
about that. And it just keeps sort of tightening up on him or having little twings or twangs. Little twings or twangs.
Twings or twangs. That's all right. It's a bit of a ninjaism.
So I'm just going to show you how, focusing on these thick muscles through his hamstrings, his semimembranosus, semitembranosus, and bicep femoris. They're the 3 muscles that make up our hamstrings. So focusing on doing a little bit of a broader stroke to begin with. So just getting my palm and using my pisiform and feeling for some adhesions. And right there, I can already feel that I'm balancing on some fibrotic tissue. So something that's quite tense and tight, and just getting those blood vessels to move through that section. So adhesions and build-up, I was actually thinking about it this morning when I was in traffic. So I was driving and got out of my street this morning, and straight away I ran into some traffic. And I thought this is a great analogy for how blood vessels, when flowing on a freeway and cars and that are moving, that's how blood vessels move through the capillaries, move through the veins, move through the arteries. When there is blockages which are in the tissues, so the adhesions, the build-up, we have like a bottleneck. And it's like traffic bumper to bumper where cars are stuck and stagnant and we're not moving or flowing very fast. And it was funny because I'm sitting there getting frustrated and getting annoyed, and I go, that's similar to how pain resides in the body. It surfaces, it's these alarm bells, it's these signals going off telling your brain, that feedback mechanism, that there's some dysfunction, there's some pain, there's something in your body that's not moving or operating the way that it should be. I just thought, you know what, I'm going to use that analogy. I don't know if I've used that one before, but basically think of blood vessels getting caught in traffic, getting blocked, and how this is just getting the things flowing. I wish it was that easy with traffic. I could
just put an elbow in and
put an elbow traffic, on a palm, and all of a sudden the traffic gets better.
That would be brilliant, wouldn't it?
It was bloody shocking this morning. So I felt some adhesions with that broader sort of warm-up stroke. So first of all, I'm just going to go straight into a double thumb gouge. So working into that tendon. And we've spoken about this before in hamstrings tutorials, that the hamstrings the tendon of the hamstrings all attach onto this ischial tuberosity. So I can be effective at treating all 3 of those hamstrings in this one spot. So pinning this area is going to have this dramatic, effective flow-on effect. So you're just gouging up and in, and then let's see if we can scoop away. Because when I push down on Jace, I can feel that's really pushing back at me. So that's a spot that I would spend a little bit of time just waiting there with weight until that softens. Because if I was to move fast over that, Jace would kick up.
I'd probably kick you in the head with my foot.
Yeah.
Not on purpose, just reflex action.
You have a reflex, So you've just got to be pretty purposeful with the way you do things, and that's why there's a little bit of an art to what we do and how we treat, because you have to, feel things and make sure you're hitting them on the right angles, like that, just changing it this way. Yeah. And sometimes these neural pathways get a little bit distorted, a little bit jammed up, a little bit caught, and all of a sudden our calf's not functioning well. So this whole fascial system that connects from the back of Jason's head all the way down to the bottom of his foot, there can be adhesions or sticky points in that fascia as well where things aren't operating well. So let's have a go at seeing how well or seeing what a really well-treated hamstring has on Jason's performance and how he runs and sprints and because you keep doing it at footy, don't you, Jace? Or?
Yeah, the last sort of 3 or 4 weeks now, I think
Yep.
it is. So, yeah, I had the initial injury, which was sort of in the middle to more lateral side.
Yep.
And then the week later, I sort of just did my own little running session. And I only got up to I did 3 warm-up runs over 200 metres, and then it was still just a little bit there, so I gave it an extra week.
Yep.
And then I tried some barefoot sprints.
Last Friday.
No, because then I went back. So 3 weeks later, then I tried training again and felt it more on the medial side.
Okay.
And then that was when Aaron treated it on the Friday, and we were sort of talking about maybe it's more my footwear that I'm wearing, the shoes that I was running in.
Yep.
So I went and tried it barefoot sprints, and I sort of got up to 75-80%.
Yep.
Like, I could constantly run. It was just the takeoff I had to be cautious with. And then, so I was like, oh, well, I'll go back to wearing my footy boots, which was last week on Thursday. And I got through the whole session, didn't feel 1 ounce of tightness or sensation in the calf. So I thought, beauty, got through it.
Yep.
And then on Saturday morning, I was wearing the footy boots again. Got through about an hour and 10 minutes.
Was this a practice match?
No, we just trained and then had a bit of a intra-club.
Yep.
And we got 5 minutes into the game simulation stuff, and it just sort of grabbed again more on that medial side. But this time it was higher up. It was more in the actual medial gastroc head. And that one, once it cooled down and everything, like I went home and iced it and did ice and hot and that sort of thing. And then, it's sort of a bit, feels a bit more grabby.
Yeah.
Even earlier this week, I had a PT session. I was just demonstrating some speed skaters, so pushing side to side in the gym, in a gym exercise. And when I pushed off that left calf, it still was a bit grabby through there. So, there's something just not quite right down that left side.
Yep. So I can feel through his semimembranosus. So bicep femoris is that more lateral stuff. I can feel. You can see, I wouldn't normally do this, but you can sort of see that flickiness the whole way through. Yeah, that whole way through, all the way down into that tendon. So I'm actually going to now focus, now that I've got some more information from Jace as well, but I could also start to feel it, that the medial part of the calf has been the problem. I'm going to change my direction of my stroke and come a little bit more medial and focus on that semimembranosus. Yeah, reoccurring strains. It's interesting that it moves though. It's not the same
that's
spot.
why initially when it happened the second time and it was more in that medial side, we thought, maybe it's not another strain, it's just the impact of the new shoes that I was wearing that might have been loading my calf differently. And then, but this one felt a bit, more
like a strain again.
Well, and just how it's been the last few days. It's not just, like a nervy sort of sensation. It just sort of feels a bit grabby. Oh, that's got some pepper.
That's got some pepper. Anything going down or?
Nah, just very localised, but good.
Good.
Maybe I just needed a trip to Mexico.
Mate, had very little soreness or pain over in Mexico.
Just a few bit of soreness in the head.
Yeah, definitely a few hangovers. To be fair though, on holiday you don't
Feel as bad?
Don't feel as bad, do you? I think it's half the time it's the stress of the responsibility of the next day that can cause the head to feel a bit shit. But if you're laying on the beach and you just all of a sudden have a little bit of a swim and something to eat, and then you order a mojito or pina colada. Next thing you're not thinking about your hangover anymore.
You're back on the buzz. Back on the buzz train.
Yeah. But it doesn't help the head noise when you get home. That's the thing. Sorry, Jace.
Yep, we found some good spots there.
That's a good spot.
Deep breaths.
Good.
Oh, fuck. I mean, whoops.
Yeah, get it out. Get it out. So I've got a traffic jam right there. That's where the crash is. It's It's where the polar. That's where it's all getting stuck. It's the block. So we're just gonna sit on that. It'd be nice if you could just get a big snow plow and just move all the cars away. But
Be brilliant.
it'd be brilliant. Yeah. That's what we're doing essentially with the adhesions. It was funny this morning, people were like doing Uis and just like, because it was bumper to bumper, nothing was moving for like 20 minutes. People were like, the other way is, free flowing. It's like this part of the hamstring's perfectly fine,
Yeah.
Blood vessels are moving perfectly, but this side of the freeway was shocking. And we see that a lot, right? People doing Uis, and I'm like, that's sort of also what's happening with our blood vessels. Like people are trying to move, and it just ends up combining, and our fascia's totally different, right? It's like all intertwined and a little bit more, intersected and crossed over. So that's also a system that can be affecting how you're feeling and how you're performing. So our stroke that is delivered slowly and deep, yes, we're affecting the fascia and hydrating that, but we're also getting through those adhesions when we pin. I'm not going to go too hard because that's a really sore.
Yeah.
Yeah, the tendons get more sensitive down this end of behind the knee, so yeah, the attachment sites, you don't need to, you just lead up a little bit with your pressure. Doesn't need to be as deep.
Oh
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
So just camping there, waiting with weight, changing little bits of move, like my angle will help to move things and break things down a little bit.
Oh, Darcy.
Yeah, he's hurting him. He's doing some good work. I'm actually going to change tools there. Oh, yeah.
Yeah. Oh,
That's still money.
yeah, absolutely. Oh, money, money, money. Oh,
Tight hammies, man.
yeah.
These might be the culprit. There's definitely going to be playing a role on how things operate because we compensate, right? So we've got tightness here. All of a sudden we start to run. Our mechanics are thrown out a little bit different. We start to have to be more dependent or reliable on another part of our body, and maybe our calves are working a little bit harder for our hamstrings. But just making sure we're going through the whole system and giving it a really good service.
That's good. Jesus.
That's real life pain there.
I'm not making it up.
Nah,
We're going again. Yep. Good. I did lift last night. So
yeah, he's got some DOMs from last night as well.
Breathe. It's all going to be all right.
Yeah, it's better. Definitely better.
Flicky, whatever that is.
That was just like,
That was crunchy.
yeah, crunchy as. Crunchy Cocoa Pops. All right, I'm going to wrap it up there because things are starting to feel a whole lot better. We're running out of time. I've got to get to my 11 o'clock appointment. So thanks for watching, guys. It's good to be back. If you're getting recurring hamstring pain and you're constantly treating that tissue, or if it's
the bicep or if it's the quad, look up the chain, look down the chain. Potentially there's some build up and some adhesions that are causing the dysfunction down or up the chain. So let's see, we'll get some feedback from Jace over the next few days and see how his calf starts to feel. But yeah, thanks for watching, guys. Make sure you do like, subscribe, head to our Patreon for more exclusive content. And yeah, we'll
Thank
see you
you. Bye.
soon. Done.